So the reason they're buying is this here. They want to move from point A to point B. They want to buy a future version of themselves that they think is more appealing. Hey, and welcome to this video. This is part one of a series where I want to address and walk through probably one of the most common search terms online in this world, which is how to actually get online personal training clients. So if you don't know who I am, if you've never come across this channel before, I'm Johnny. I co-own ProPinFitness.com with my business partner, Yusuf. We've been operating in the online fitness world for 10 years now. We've coached around 4,000 and climbing and increasing clients. And basically, more recently, we've been teaching the stuff that we've learned, the stuff that we've been doing, the systems that we still use today to other personal trainers. That's essentially it. And we get asked variations of this question a lot. And I wanted to cover this in the most simple way I know how. And I think one of the frustrations for a lot of people when they move into this world, they're an offline personal trainer and they want to move online. What they've been doing offline no longer works when they try and make that transition and get clients online, right? They've been prospecting on the gym floor. They've been getting clients in a certain way. They move online and those things don't work. And then also when they figure out what does work, all of the noise in the industry that makes it all seem so complicated suddenly seems like a big scam, frankly, because a lot of the principles that actually drive this, that actually get a customer, are extremely simple. Okay, so in the interest of keeping these videos brief, because I don't want to hold you for 45 minutes while I go through everything, I'm going to keep these videos pretty short, and this is going to be a multi-part series. I'm going to cover this idea and unpack it very, very simply so that hopefully each video you kind of unlock a piece of the puzzle and see how this is basically the calories and the progressive overload of online business, right? This is the 80-20 of how to make this stuff work. So the topic is how to get online personal training clients. Now, if you're here and you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're in the position where you have some kind of knowledge that you'd like to share online, right? You either have personal training clients offline, you run a gym, you're in a facility. Recent events, if you're watching this, it's August 2020. Things have changed in the fitness industry over the last year for obvious reasons. If you're thinking about just moving things online and you're wondering how to do that, hopefully this video gives you the baseline of how to take a skill or set of skills that you have and transition them into an online manner. This isn't how to become a personal trainer, right? This isn't how to just think up something and sell it on the internet. This is how to use a set of skills that you have and use the internet to distribute that service and work with clients online. So there's basically 4 core components of making anything like this work. And this is how I kind of think about it. You're going to have to forgive the sketchy drawing. Okay, so the first one is attention. So in other words, someone is scrolling around on the internet and you grab their attention for a couple of seconds, right? This kind of consumption window where it might be an ad, it might be a post, it might be a video like this, but you enter their world for a couple of moments and you have a couple of moments to grab their attention, right? After attention, there comes engagement, which is that first action that someone takes. Normally, it's clicking on something, right? It's clicking a link in a post, it's clicking a link in an ad, it's going to a page where hopefully they take the first action we want them to take, which is become a lead, right? Or enter their email address. After that, it's all about trying to convert them into a paying customer, right? So at this point here, they go from being a total stranger into hopefully a customer, right? The sequence we use, what I'm going to be walking through in this series, is a 14-day sequence, right? That's the initial conversion window that we deal with. So I've got someone's attention. They were scrolling around on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. I've taken them to a page where I've said, look, this stuff I was speaking about a second ago, where I kind of made you feel like I almost read your mind, where I'm speaking about stuff in a way that actually makes sense for you, about the problems that you're facing, about the goals that you have. That's part of what I'm offering here on this page. So enter your information. I'll give you a little bit more information about it. Conversion is, think of it as the customer journey, as the experience you're giving someone to guide them through this process. How to show them that you are the coach for them, how to show them what you do is designed to help them, not just anybody. But in this window, we're trying to just convert 3 to 5% of the people who are ready right now. right? So if I'm sat scrolling around the internet and I'm looking for a coach to work with, I come across your stuff, you guide me through this sequence where I'm like, yeah, this looks great. I hadn't really thought about this stuff like this before. They look like they help people like me. I can't really see a reason why not. The program's affordable. I'm going to go for it, right? That is this 3 to 5% of people who are ready to go right now. But most of those people, or 95 to 97% of those people, say no. Okay, they don't buy from us. And that's where this stuff comes in, the final stage of making all this work, which is follow-up. Okay, and that's in more emails, it's in retargeting. There's lots of different things. And don't worry if parts of this don't make sense now. They will do as we unpack them over the course of this mini series. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about, which underpins all of this, is why people do or don't buy anything. Okay, so the simplest way to think of why someone buys anything, right? Anything from the latest iPhone, a holiday that they want to go on, your coaching, a car, whatever, right? A bigger TV. They are buying a future version of themselves or a future version of their reality that they think is more appealing. Okay, they're moving from point A to point B. Maybe the point A that I'm at is all right, but I'd like to make it better. Maybe the point A that I'm at is uncomfortable and frustrating and I'd like to change it. But either way, I want to do something right now that I think is going to change the future for me, right? I think when I buy this following thing, it's going to make me feel more organized, make me more attractive, make people jealous of me, whatever, right? I want to be healthier, fitter, more athletic, more flexible, more mobile, whatever the goal is, for a deadline, for a wedding, for a holiday, for a promotion, event I'm going to, whatever. But they already have this demand. We don't need to, I don't need to convince someone in my marketing that getting this result will be a good idea, right? So the reason they're buying is this here. They want to move from point A to point B. They want to buy a future version of themselves that they think is more appealing. So therefore, then why can't we just post on social media and talk about, well, I've got this program, it's 8 weeks long, and I think you should buy it, right? Which is what most people do. Why don't people buy? That's the problem that most people run into, right? Why is it that I can't just work with someone if everybody wants to lose weight, right? If everyone wants to build muscle, if there's a huge audience of people who are potential clients, why can't I get them to sign up with me, right? The reason is people just have a list of reasons why not. Okay, they have a list of doubts. So in this window here, they have, is this a scam? Who are you? What is this? Right? You are appearing on their newsfeed in a sea of political posts, friends' weddings, new baby photos, funny stuff, things that people go on social media for. You have a couple of seconds where they see your post, where they interact with you for the first time. They have no idea who you are. They have no idea you're an online coach. They have no idea that your services are going to help them. Never mind thinking about spending money with you, right? So this stuff here, the doubts about who you are, about what online coaching is, about why I should sign up with you, we have to overcome them in what is going to be the next phase of this process. So once we've got their attention, we're getting there, we've engaged with them. Now we're trying to convert them into a customer. We have to meet them where they're at, which is, I'm a bit concerned about all this. I don't want to buy any of this stuff, right? And then the second thing is, well, if I'm trying to move from A to B, what am I already doing? Or what have I already done? Right? So what are my beliefs about fitness and nutrition? If I'm moving from A to B and I've got this stuff coming up, I've got an event coming up, a holiday next year, I'm thinking about losing weight for that, for example, or building muscle for that, or whatever. I probably have in my head something I'm going to try, right? Maybe it's something I've heard a friend does, or maybe it's something I've tried in the past and it kind of worked, and I'm thinking about doing it again, right? I'm probably not just sat there doing nothing. I'm probably already in motion with this. And we talk about this idea, if you can suspend reality for a second and pretend that that's a car, right? People are already in a vehicle of some kind going from point A to point B on their own when you meet them, right? So I'm scrolling through Instagram. I'm thinking about doing this like low carb diet that someone told me about, or that I used way back in the day, and it worked for me a little bit, but I'm kind of frustrated with it because it didn't really work, but that's what I'm going to try. And I believe that to lose weight, I need to do loads of cardio, and I need to not eat any carbs. I need to not eat any food I enjoy. I see your stuff for a couple of seconds. I'm a bit interested in it. And even if your program was brilliant, and even if you absolutely convinced me, maybe I just think, you know what, they're just going to tell me to eat no carbs and do loads of cardio. I don't really want to do that. I'll pass. Right? You may have the secrets to unlocking success for me long term, but if I believe that you're just part of the noise and the same as everyone else, and the same stuff that I've tried before in the past and didn't work, I'm not even going to engage with it. So this is just like the pre-frame to this stuff. Okay, why do people buy? It's because they want to buy future versions themselves. Why don't they buy from you? Well, because they just have loads of reasons why not. And most people market themselves by talking about how many check-ins someone gets on their 8-week program, right? Or the fact that they have an app, or the fact that you get a recipe book. No one cares. No one cares that you're talking about the specifics of how protein is metabolized, or the specifics of differences between low intensity and high intensity cardio. Okay, you might find that interesting. Other personal trainers might like that and share that and find that interesting. But your client who's sat in an ad break scrolling through Facebook on an evening, worrying about the fact that they're going to the gym a lot, doing a lot of stuff but not making any progress, feeling confused, and they see that stuff, it doesn't help them, right? You're meeting them on their journey, but you're not joining them on their journey. You're intersecting what they're doing. They see your stuff for a couple of seconds, but because it's the same as everything else they're already seeing, they don't give it any attention. All right. So in the next part of this video, in the next part of this series, we're going to talk about how to actually get attention, how to actually say things to people that make them want to pay attention to you, how to stand out from the crowd, and how to move that into the first action, getting engagement from someone, and ultimately getting them to opt in. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video.